Hey folks, Matt here. Got a couple of things I want to point out about this 1999 E350. This is a former ambulance from a rural county that kept it inside of its garage every day. It lived indoors. It stayed out of the weather for the most part. It didn't sit and idle all day like the local ones do around here. So it mostly started up, ran to a scene, came home, and so as opposed to the other ones that are sitting around idling waiting for a call all day, this one sat in the garage while it was waiting. And the other half of its life, when it wasn't running calls, they alternated, because they had 4 buses in this little county, they alternated between this being a transport, so it would transport highway miles 3 hours away to Denver, because this was from Colorado. So a couple other things I want to point out. You see these big lights on the side. Those are work lights so that you can turn on the lights when you're working on a job late at night. You can keep going. We've got a battery switch here so that we can turn off the battery and protect it from leaking. And then we also got this bulkhead door that we can close like that, and then keep things, like your tools rattling in the back so you don't have to hear it as much. That cuts down on that. We also have this idle controller here. When we turn this on, it'll automatically, when you kick in the parking brake, it'll automatically kick the RPM up on the vehicle so that you can charge batteries or run lights, whatever you need to do. This has dual alternators on it, so it can handle quite a bit of load on power. Here's your switches for your floodlights, left flood, right flood, and then there's a rear flood in the back. That rear load light, that's the rear floods. You can also turn off the backup beeper if it drives you crazy. There's a lot of options on here. I've got my iPad dash mount on here so that I can either put a phone or put my iPad up in here when I'm doing quotes and stuff with clients. Here's where I plug it in, and that's where your block heater plugs in, or you can keep the batteries topped up that way. Or even when you're parked, I've used this occasionally camping, and you can just plug it into shore power, and all the lights inside work, all the lights outside work, so you can set up your campfire with, or your tent, and you got lights and whatever. Or you can just throw your sleeping bag down inside and you're good to go. Got lots of bins. If you notice, these are not light duty doors, these are solid doors. These are not going to leak. Every bin locks, so it gives you some security with your tools. This fits inside of a regular parking spot, so you're not stuck parking it somewhere, out of the way. Gives you a lot of options. Got lots of advertising space on her. She's in really good shape considering she's a 99. She's a 7.3 turbo diesel, as I said before. Has 143,000 miles on it at the moment, but she's good to go. She'll run you a long ways. This is because it's a 7.3. It has a whole lot less maintenance than the newer 6 liters or even the 6.1 or 6.4s, I think they are. This vehicle is ready to rock and roll for a contractor who wants to take a lot of stuff with him, and it has extra capacity. If you wanted to put a tow hitch on this, it wouldn't be any problem to pull big a trailer as you want to pull. If you have any questions, contact me. Talk to you soon.